Hey guys, what is up? Hey Hilly, what's up? No notification again, huh? Man, tell you. Hey Marie, how you doing? How you doing? Okay. Vanima, hey, what's up? Ghost, Muse, Hummingbird, Shine On, Johnny Conaseed, Pastor, what's up? Marie, Marie said hi to you. Shine On. Is that Sir Richard? Yep. Rick, Ghost Shadow, Palm Mom, Luke 18:13, Eric, Tony, Minister. Good morning to all you guys. So I hope you guys are all having a great morning so far. I'm going to try again, guys. I know I say this way too much, but I'll try to keep this one quick. I wasn't going to do this until a little bit later on, and we're getting some stuff happening. So before we get into that, I want to say thanks to everybody that's been helping out, donations and stuff. There's a couple more on here I haven't added to this list. That would be, let me just go ahead and read them off to you real quick. Let's see. That would be Dan T, which is Bruce, here in the chat. Alexandria, Pamela, David W, that would be, I believe, Sig, and Patricia. Just to show you how, Patricia W, just to show you guys how generous and what kind of good people are actually hanging around us here. Sig, he will go out to other people's channels and donate in other people's names every day. He does this every day. It just amazes me that somebody would have that kind of kindness and that kind of something in his heart to do that for people. It really is kind of crazy. Oh, you guys ain't got no pic? Sorry, hold up. Ah, my bad. There you go. Sorry. There you go. It's there now. But yeah. So all these people plus all the ones I read, as you can see, David W is on here 2 or 3 times because that's what he does. That's Sig. He's awesome. I believe that's Sig anyway. But yeah, and I say that just for no other reason, just to show you that the people that are here are very, very kind people. They're very, very giving. They're very, very, well, they just love people. And they do this without any kind of reservation at all. And it just amazes me. And I've said this for a long time. There are way more good people out there than bad. It's just we focus on the bad because that seems to affect us a lot, easier and a lot more intense. But if we really look at it, the good stuff's happening all the time too. So, hey Hobie, what's up, bud? Man, oh my gosh, oh man, I forgot I gotta send you them masks. Oh my gosh, my bad, dude. Yeah, those will be in the mail today, brother. My gosh, I can't believe I forgot that. Daggone it. Sorry, man. I'll get those over to you. Guys, he's a first responder, and, I don't know how often they supply him masks, but last I talked to him, he had wore the same mask for like 3 weeks. It's just crazy. Crazy. And I've got a couple of them just sitting around the house doing nothing. It's just it's stupid. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand why they can't. Yeah. My gosh, people that need it like that, got first responders and stuff. Come on. I mean, they got vaccinations and stuff now. Why not, have the mask? Anyway, we're not going to talk about that no more. We will just move on. Now, listen, guys, we do have, well, let me get this off of here. Here is my PayPal link, though, before I keep moving. It's right there. If anybody wants to, donate or whatever. Anyway, we're going to keep moving on. Everything is appreciated. So we got CMEs, guys, again. I mean, no sooner than I got off last night, stuff started happening again. It was just, I mean, I really don't, I think this is going to end up being the norm. We're not going to slow back down, at least not to the degree that we were, okay? So I really want you guys to understand that, because it's going to be very important that you guys know that we're going to have to, make sure that we're looking most of the time, especially for CMEs. Now, flares, we don't get no warning. It doesn't matter what we're going to do there, okay? All we can do is prepare well in advance and just hope that nothing really, really big happens. But notice how our base is now up here. Okay? So it doesn't take much to kick us up into some decent sized flaring. We're already getting x-rays that are keeping us at a high B range. So, all it takes is a little sun fart and we're getting some x-rays. But as you can see, our geomagnetic activity is actually lowering, which is probably going to change. Some of these CMEs that we were expecting here on the 23rd, 24th, I'll be interested to see what happens today. I was showing them to you guys. We'll see if they actually hit or not. They could, they couldn't. I don't know. I actually even said that. I was kind of leaning towards that we would at least get kind of like a glancing blow. But the CME tracker wasn't really updating, and we didn't really have a very good way to tell, and at least I didn't. So I guess they could be missing us, but I don't see them missing us by much. But anyway, we've had another one. But here's the first look at the sun. This little hole here kind of opened up. We may connect to that. May or may not. We'll have to wait and see. But if we do, it wouldn't be some long-lasting event. It would be something pretty quick. We still are, and I'm going to show you guys some pretty crazy-looking magnetopause captures where it's hitting us pretty decent. The ACE data, again, look what everything's done here. So we're right back down in the normal range. So that, that intense solar wind did tail off, and things are back to normal. And it's actually pretty good. We got a little bit of activity, but not too much. So the cosmic rays aren't getting in, and we're not getting massive, geomagnetic blasts right now. Now I'm looking at this, and this here kind of has got me thinking that maybe this thing picked up on that CME. And I'll show you the CME here in just a minute. But let me grab that. So we're right here in time. Okay? And if we look at this, you see how we got a little blast right there, just a little? Now I'm going to watch that, and if it grows, it's probably the CME that just popped off. Okay, and it did. See what's behind it? You got a little puff, and then bam, right behind it. So this may be the ejection I was just looking at, and I'll show it to you guys here right now. Okay, this is the latest seeds capture. Okay, now is that coming right at us? Again, guys, I'm not going to say yes or no. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, and I'm going to give you my opinion, and that's exactly what it is. It's an opinion, a best guess type of scenario. But this is a real deal CME here. Okay, it's not like a small one, but it's not like a real huge one because it's not a full halo. But this thing had some oomph to it. But we also start getting one over here. Watch. Okay? So that right there is making me think, well, either there's two separate ones or there's one that happened right in the middle, and now it's just poking out over here now. Maybe this is both the same CME. So we're going to go look. And again, there's where it first picked it up. Now I'm going to back up to the previous day. And this is what happened yesterday. Right? That was that solar flare CME combination that just happened right here. Okay? That was yesterday. And we seen it hit because it caused an earthquake. Well, it was the last thing that helped cause that earthquake. It's what put it over the edge. We caught that blast right where the earthquake happened. So it would be hard to deny that that's actually where it came from. Here's the CME tracker, and this is showing that same one. Okay, so it's not updating. This is not the one from today. So I'm not going to even waste time with that. So we will move on. And let's go over to here. This is ISWA. And I thought I had this already pulled up, but I don't. So let's do this. Let's just look how active this thing's getting, guys. Ain't that crazy? How just like within a week or two, bam, this is what happens. And it hasn't slowed down. That's the thing. We're not going to slow down. We may taper off back a little bit, but we're not going to go back to what we were with no sunspots. At least not very often. So we'll let this thing do its thing. And then we'll let this one run, catch up real quick. Sorry about this, guys. I thought I had this pulled up, but I didn't. Had the site pulled up, just didn't have the... Just didn't have them running yet. Okay, so let me zoom in here, because the yellow one's already... The 171 is already running here. So remember, I think this one still got that one that happened here. Let's see if it catches it still. Yep, there's one from yesterday. Now watch here where we're going to get another one. See? That one, I believe, came from almost on the other side of the limb of the sun. It might have been part of this other grouping. Or it could be, there's another sunspot back there, guys, that's going to be coming in front of us. It's part of this grouping here. But see how big this stuff is? I mean, man. That's a lot of energy, guys. A lot of plasma hanging out there. Okay, so watch it here. There it goes. Wham. Now, the angle of it, if I had to guess, I'm going to say that that's probably going to miss us. But I can't say it 100%, so don't take that to the bank. Just judging by this. This is our view as if we walked outside and looked at the sun. Okay? But we're getting stuff up here too. Watch over here. Well, I'll show you this one in a minute, because I think this is another one that just popped off about an hour or two ago. I think this little small one here, we have a better chance of catching this one than any of them. Watch what happens right here. See that? That little disruption in the surface of the sun. I think that actually ejected just a little bit. I don't think it was big, but I do think that did eject just a little. Notice there were no sunspots there. We have to understand that stuff can happen without sunspots. It happens a lot without sunspots. Now, it happens more around sunspots than it doesn't, but they still do happen outside of sunspots. So this is the 304. This is what we look at for the filaments and things. This will show it pretty decent too. Look down here again. That's the one from yesterday. Now here comes the other one. Or maybe not. See, that's why we look at different ones, guys. Because what we're seeing over here, see that? We didn't see it on this one because we're looking at different gases. It doesn't mean it didn't happen, because it did. most certainly happened. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what the other tools show us. So let me back this back off. This is the magnetopause tool. I'm going to show you guys the update here on this one. I do think this thing's probably moving around a little bit, if not a bunch. We'll wait and see. Okay, sun's off to the right on this particular model. Notice how we've gotten constant pressure, front and backside. Now this tool went down for a couple hours yesterday and came back up. I don't know why it was down, but they put the data back in there, so I don't know if that means a whole lot of anything. But notice how we're getting like pressure up here. That was kind of strange, I thought. Okay, I mean, yeah, this is just like inundation of getting hit. It's amazing that we're not getting up into geomagnetic storm levels right now. Look at that. That pressure's inside our satellite line. That's pretty decent, guys. Look at that. Look at that, man. Watch this. Look at that. Wow. The only way that happens, right, guys, is if the Earth is pushing out right there. That's the only way that appendage would go that direction. If it was coming from the other side here, it would be pointing towards us, not away. Okay, and see what it does right there? We go from 11:45 to 11:49. Okay, well, that was within 5 minutes. Okay. Man, that jumped really quick. Look at that. Wow. Okay. But anyway, that's quite a bit of pressure. This is the lines of magnetism here. The blue ones are our connection to the sun. Now, I know that looks all kinds of crazy. We do see that quite often, though, when we get hit. But I'm not going to call that normal because it's not. If this is actually really accurate tool, we really shouldn't be seeing our pole lines and stuff do that. Just saying. Especially the closed field lines, guys. And the IMF lines. That, again, the blue ones, the IMF lines, interplanetary magnetic field lines, it's our connection to the sun. That's how the solar wind even gets here. It follows those lines. Stays on those lines of connection. See how we're just getting hit, and hit? That was a pretty decent sized one there. Yeah, I mean, we just keep getting hit and hit and hit. And, we're reacting pretty much the same each time we get hit. RMF lines go all kind of crazy. The closed field lines get nuts. I've seen it look a lot worse, I will say, okay? But that is by far not normal. That ain't what we would really want it to look like. Okay. Wonder if this thing's got it. If not, I'll have to show it to you in the next video. Well, you know what I could do. Where the heck did that go? While I'm doing this, I want to upload something real quick, guys, from my phone. I took a video of this right here from last night because I know that they don't let us see archived data from this. And I was seeing some stuff, and I wasn't going to go live last night after I seen it. So I decided to record it just so I can show it to you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload it to my Google Photos, and I'll try to, we'll try to look at it from there, okay? It may take a couple minutes to upload, but we'll see what happens. We'll move on and we'll come back to it. But as you can see, you know, watch the pressure kind of lighten up over here, guys. And the reason is because everything's starting to slow down, the speed. Okay? This is going back to a more, I don't know, I guess normal condition, I guess you could call it. Whatever the norm condition is nowadays. Here's a geoelectric field model, which is space weather's effect on our electrical grid. I like to tell everybody that when I show them this graph, because, or this chart, or, yeah, model, I should say. Looks like it's getting some movement here, not a whole bunch, but some. Hey, that uploaded pretty quick. I'll go grab that real quick, and I'll show it to you guys real quick. Okay, here's photos. Is that it? I don't think that's it. It says yesterday. Let me refresh that. I will, I'm going to X out of that and go back into it, because sometimes it, yeah, it will, not catch the update real quick. Here's the earthquakes. We'll give it a second, okay? Guys, we're not having a whole bunch right now. Not at the present time. We're getting some small ones and stuff going on. Okay? That's, you know, it's about what we've been seeing. Now, again, this one here is the one that happened, and believe it or not, guys, look, that says 5.4. Remember when I showed it to you guys yesterday? It was at a 5.3. That was one of the odd times that USGS actually increased the intensity. That's not something that they like to do. And that's just the truth. Here's the ones in Canada. Okay, that's the most recent one here. That was a 4.5 yesterday. Okay. What time did that one happen? 4.5 at, okay, never mind. What is today, guys? Is today the 25th or 24th? Wow. So that happened, look guys, that one happened roughly about the same time too, as that flare got here. Wow. Because this one happened right at 2400, and that flare got here right before that. So both of those were probably related. That's odd. Hey Daniel, what's up? Knowledge. Jerry, what's up guys? Samuel. Angela. Okay, so let's go back to Google Photos here real quick, and I'll see if I can't get you guys that. Where the heck is it at? Is this it? I guess I could look at it and see. Come on. What the heck? Come on, play. Stupid. I'm not going to waste too much time on this, guys. Oh, there it is. Yeah, this is it. Check this out. Hey, this is nuts. I haven't seen it do this for ever, actually. We'll pause it. Remember, the sun's off to the left on this one, guys. Okay? There we go. Watch this. Ain't that crazy? That's the density. I mean, wow. If you turn your head, if you kind of look at this kind of sideways, it looks like some sort of I don't know, some sort of yeah, who knows? But yeah, so there you go. There's that one. I just thought that was crazy looking. It could be. It was just density, though, guys. Okay, it wasn't something that was like extremely, bad, but it definitely did. But here's the Australian model. It's bouncing around. See that? That's why I think that our geomagnetic activity that we're seeing, it may increase. I think we're going to start seeing effects from those other ejections from the sun. Spaceweather.com. Yep, they're showing this one now too. So yeah. What else are they talking about? Yeah. I mean, these are just like legit. Yeah, it would swallow Earth, see? It's telling you how big it is. I mean, it really is, guys. And there's another one right behind it. So we're going to have these sunspots just continuously in front of us. And what that's going to do is it's going to keep us at a heightened solar X-ray level. And anything at all that flares after that will affect us. Last night, the one I showed you guys last night, over New Zealand, they had radio blackouts. It ionized our atmosphere over top of there where I showed it to you guys, and they had radio blackouts. That's a fact. That happened. So you can see, the fireballs here was about 8, not too many. Always check this, guys. You guys know that, and it doesn't look like they've added anything, so really not much to look at there on the near-Earth objects. But again, they're showing coronal holes here too. So anytime we see this kind of stuff, guys, it's that's where we get solar wind from typically. Notice we got one here. As it rotates in front of us, if we connect to that, it could get bigger, it could get smaller, who knows? But most definitely need to keep an eye on it. So anyway, that's kind of the update. I just wanted to show you guys what was going on there. I hope you guys have a really good day. Again, if you guys got any questions, throw them in the chat right now real quick, and I'll see if I can't help you. Hey, Mind for Knowledge. How close are the magnetics to being at 40 degree? When we're talking about the 40 degree, usually we're just looking at magnetic north. I'll tell you what I'll do, Tony. After I get off here, I'll go find out where the actual position of magnetic north is. It may take some time to surf through the net real quick to find it, but I'll bring it to you in the next live stream. That's a good question though, because again, guys, when it gets to 40 degree latitude, they say that that's the point of no return, which means if it gets down that far, it's going to flip. It's just a matter of time, which it's going to flip anyway. But, we don't know if it's going to happen today, tomorrow, 50 years from now. Who knows? Gauging by the speed that it's moving, I would say sooner than later. That's just my opinion, and I'm not the only one that has that opinion. There's a lot of people that are a lot smarter than me have the same opinion. Thanks, Jesse. I appreciate that. What's my feelings on bacon and egg and toast? Well, depends on, I don't know. Depends on how it's cooked. I don't like, you guys are gonna think I'm weird, but I don't like crispy bacon. I like bacon that's not so crispy, with a little bit of the fat still left on it, and not being cooked all the way out. I guess I'm stupid like that. I don't know, but yeah, for sure. You're right, George. The scars that are already here that we can look at definitely say that it's not going to be much longer before we have another catastrophe. Okay, cool. Come on over, Daniel. You and Hilly, I'll set the table. You guys bring the food. We are 4 years from a sun flip? No. We are probably about 10 years now. The sun just did its polarity flip. So that's why. Back at you, lower class. Back at you. Hey, Jan. Good morning back to you. See you, Jerry. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for being here. Eggman, what's up? Hey, did you ever stop in at Mark's show last night? I had to leave kind of early. He was waiting on you to do a song. But, yeah. Backgammon. Heck yeah. Let's go play that. That's some fun. Cosmo, hey. Where did I get the Baby Yoda screensaver? Well, there's a... You know what I did, guys? I'm getting pretty decent at moving graphics and stuff and dealing with some graphics, changing them and that kind of thing. I went online and I was actually able to find that Baby Yoda, but it was just the regular color. And I put it in some of my software editing tools, and I was able to change it to do what it did. I actually I changed it to blue, obviously. And it's actually, there's a tool there, it's called Fire and Ice. I had one that was like Yoda was on fire. But I took and did the ice one, and it turned it blue, and I put my logo right in the middle of his hands, and I overlaid it and kind of blended it in. And that's what I got from it. I took that off there because it was actually freaking out a couple of my subscribers. And I didn't want them to be, feel scared or anything. They actually asked me if I would take it off of there. They must not have been Star Wars fans like me anyway. So I try to, if I'm scaring somebody, I really don't want to do that. You know what I mean? So I don't know if they were just trying to be buttheads or not. I don't know. But I wasn't going to take the chance. I figured I could put a different graphic up here. It wasn't that big of a deal. Scrambled eggs and neutrinos. Heck yeah, Hillbilly. They're firing through, that's for sure. Yeah, Baby Yoda's awesome. Sam, you'll appreciate this, and anybody else that watches Star Wars at all. I was going through Lowe's the other day with my wife. We were looking for some Christmas lights, and they had a Baby Yoda Chia Pet. It was him in that little basket from The Mandalorian, and it was a Chia Pet. you grow the grass on it, It was. I'm thinking about getting one for my daughter for Christmas. She loves that thing. It was cool. Really cool. Yeah, chia. Good one, Jared. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, exactly, Hilly. I really would, I almost picked it up that day and I didn't, but yeah, just go online, Samuel. It's there, man. You can go out what is today? The new Mandalorian episode don't drop until Thursday on Netflix. But yeah, it's one of my favorite new shows, guys. Even if you don't like Star Wars, you can actually get into that one. They did a really good job with it. As a standalone, it stands on its own. It's kind of nice to see that, Even that, and those of us that are into the Star Wars lore and stuff, it fits right in too. We understand what's going on, maybe at a deeper level than somebody that doesn't watch the series and stuff. But anybody can watch that and understand what's happening. It's very cool. It's not the typical, guys. If you guys have never seen The Mandalorian, you're not seeing a bunch of lightsabers flying around. This is a Mandalorian. He's the bounty hunter. Boba Fett. It's not his name. That's not Boba Fett, but that's what Boba Fett was. You know, the bounty hunter that was in the first 3 Star Wars movies. And Jango Fett was the one in the prequels. So, anyway, sorry. I know too much about that stuff, I know. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I hope you guys have a great day. I will be back later on tonight and try to give you guys another stream and see what we can do. Probably go hang over at Mark's after that. And God bless. Thanks for being here. Mods, love all of you. Subs, love all of you. Thanks for doing everything that you do. God bless. Yahushua saves.